Today, it's time to get schooled. And speaking of today, did you know that on this day, June 12, 1967, in the case Loving v. Virginia, the U.S. Supreme Court unanimously struck down a state law that banned interracial marriage. The High Court ruled that banning interracial marriage violated the equal protection and due process clauses of the 14th Amendment to the U.S. Constitution. The ruling was unanimous. Listen to the court's words. There is patently no legitimate overriding purpose independent of invidious racial discrimination which justifies this classification. The fact that Virginia prohibits only interracial marriages involving white persons demonstrates that the racial classifications must stand on their own justification as measures designed to maintain white supremacy. We have consistently denied the constitutionality of measures which restrict the rights of citizens on account of race. There can be no doubt that restricting the freedom to marry solely because of racial classifications violates the central meaning of the Equal Protection Clause. Yes. What seems to be the powerful lesson of this little tale is that substantive due process is the way our courts declare the obvious. According to legal scholar Erwin Chemerinsky, there is no concept in American law that is more elusive or more controversial than substantive due process. Substantive due process has been used to protect some of our most precious liberties. Still, there are now and have always been justices of the Supreme Court who believe there is no such thing as substantive due process. Substantive due process is used to protect unenumerated constitutional rights, a concept clearly articulated by the founders. Another way to put it, according to Chemerinsky, anytime the government deprives a person of life, liberty, or property, the government must provide a sufficient justification. For example, although the Constitution does not expressly guarantee the right to privacy, this unenumerated right has been recognized by the courts. So too, the right to marry someone of a different race. Do you think? Orwell said it best. Sometimes the first duty of intelligent men is the restatement of the obvious. Psst, it's Prologue with Mr. Review. It's a podcast that is actively digging tons of earth to find an ounce of gold, striving for a more perfect union.